Alright. Yeah, I'm back. I decided to embark on a new journey. This one's gonna be interesting, and you can tell clearly I'm very serious about it because it's raining out here. But anyway, we decided, there it is. We decided to pick up a 95 Caprice. I've been wanting one of these for as long as I can remember. So, messed around and looked up, and now I done came and picked it up, or I'm here to pick it up. Guy said it doesn't run. Something happened, like he was driving it and it died on him. He can't figure it out. So I said, well, I've been looking for one. How much you want to sell it for? So he gave me a number. We agreed. So as you can tell, shoot, I got me a U-Haul over here, so I ain't even got no no winch to pull this thing up here. We starting off new, me and her. Let's get this thing on this trailer.
Number hustle, yeah, yeah. Mark Duke, Eddie G, hustle, number one.
That's all we know. Yeah, number hustles, trappers, ballers, never rhyme. Yeah, 365 grind, thugging on. Yeah, guaranteed to get it.
Got on the trailer. Let's get it back over here to the house so we can start messing with it. Maybe tomorrow because it is raining, but we got it on the trailer. We're getting here to it for the day. Yesterday, picked the car up, got it on the trailer, got it back over here and unloaded it. So that's the other one I gotta get right too, but we going full rest on that. But anyway, for this one, this 96 here, I think I mentioned it. He said it stopped working on him. He was driving and it stopped working on him, and had to get it towed. Can't figure out what's going on with it. I wanted to kind of look at it yesterday, but it was raining. As you can see, look a whole lot better out here today. Still a little chilly, but definitely better. So I want to get into this and see what it is that we actually looking at and try and figure out what's going on with it. I forgot to bring the battery jump start box. Forgot that. But the battery's dead on this thing. He did say that that's new, but you know, let's see what we get. So I don't know. Okay. So it's definitely either had somebody under here or he was under here himself. Don't know. So I don't know what all's been done. I can tell the belts off. The bolts for the harmonic balancer have been removed, and that looks like those, or at least two of those are that. That's good. Hoses are off. Oh, nice. Still has that. That's helpful. Yep, didn't know exactly what it was, but 4.3 according to this. I was really hoping for the 5. I think that was a 5.7, if I'm not mistaken. I've never touched one of these cars before. I'm not super familiar with it. The only thing I can tell you is that I wanted one. So, we're gonna have to figure all of this out. Most of this looks fairly self-explanatory. That goes here, that goes there. Not sure what that's for. Let me see. We have a plug. I think that's to that intake portion. I don't know what this is. This is 3 of those. It's only 3 holes. I don't know what that bolt's for. Oh, okay. These are for the water pump. Those are water pump bolts. Huh. I think I might be missing some bolts. I'm actually pretty positive that I am missing some bolts here because all 4 of the water pump bolts are out and I have nothing here. I clearly didn't know what I was getting myself into, but that shouldn't be too bad to figure out. The other thing that I noticed when we were moving it is this door here. You see where it hits at right there, but it drops. And I've been looking for the parts for that. See that? The door drops, so I got to get those hinges or either the bushings, which I checked into it. It does look like it's just the bushings that are bad, so you got to lift up and push. But let me see here. I'm gonna get up under there. I want to make sure didn't throw a rod or something like that, because I don't know. Let me check the oil and all that stuff, see what we got going on with that. All right, so let's go in and check this oil. I want to see what that looked like. It's definitely low. You can use about 3 or 4 quarts. Also, just got confirmation. Driving. Yeah, driving. He heard a loud pop, and then it died on him. So I'm gonna look into this and see exactly what could have possibly went wrong. From what I see, there is a possibility of all the bolts actually being here. So yeah, I found these there, which I didn't see at first. So maybe these are for the harmonic balancer, because it's 3 of these, 3 of those, and then that other bolt probably wasn't supposed to be down there. Again, I don't know who's been working on this, but yeah. So let's see if we can't get a closer look at this. All right, so we got you in a better spot now. As we get this out of the way, you should be able to see what I'm looking at. Yeah, that's way better. All right, so I'll follow this. This probably goes to some hose that I just don't see at this moment. Just possibly. Oh, that looks like a vacuum line. Looks like a vacuum line that fits in there. That's what I'm thinking. Not 100% sure, but that's what we're gonna shoot for once we get this back together. All right, so this bolt here, I don't think it's supposed to be in there. Let me see. I'm gonna try one of these and see if it threads. It does not. So that said, oh, hold on, wait a minute. This is already loose. Okay, they just had that in there for some reason. Not sure what that reason is, but it was just sitting in there. So these holes aren't lined up. That 3, I might be correct. That might just bolt up there. So these would be my water pump bolts. which I'm not sure where they were going with this. Maybe they were going for the OptiSpark, which I have heard about. Again, I'm not very familiar with this, but I've heard about the OptiSpark, which I do want to get that deleted. I've heard that that's probably the best way to go. Apparently, this leaks no matter what you do, and the OptiSpark behind it gets fluid on it, which causes it to have all types of electrical issues and stuff. So, once we get this up and running and I know everything is everything, then we'll go back in there and look for that OptiSpark delete and see what I can't do with that. All right. Water pump bolts. Let's put those there. That there. So since this doesn't have any fluid in it, once I get this battery charged, if I can get it running, then I'll know what's going on. And then I'll put the coolant back in there. But until then, it's all right where it's at. Ain't no big deal. Okay, now let me find where this is supposed to be. Where's that belt? How the hell? Let me take this off. Probably just be easier that way. Oh, it's already on there. It's still wrapped around it. Still wrapped around there. All right, that's cool. So I guess that's the OptiSpark. That is a weird setup, to say the least. The fuck kind of shite is this? But it's there. All those are plugged in. I'd have to go to each one of the cylinders and see where let me make sure this thing spins. Hey, that's what they were doing. Huh. I still got to get up under there. I got to make sure everything is everything on under there as well. But while we got that off, make sure these bolts, yeah, these bolts thread. So these are, everything is here. All right, cool. I don't got to order or find or go to a junkyard and strip something apart. That's a plus. Let's put that back on. We're gonna line our holes up as much as we can anyway. Yeah. Get it? I bet that part, guesstimating where those bolts go behind there when you can't see the front of the engine, gotta be pretty annoying. Especially if you've never done anything like this before. Trying to get my aim together. So I might be wrong. You could always miss. That was not coming out. Gotta be close. Just don't know how close exactly, because I can't freaking see it. Let's see. I got it. Up. The whole engine? Yep. So the engine moves. It's not locked. That's a plus. I'll take it. Now, I gotta get these bolts to line up their respective holes so I can thread this joker back up. But I could have sworn I was in the right spot. What in the world? One fit, the other two don't. And that's something. By the way, I name all my cars. I have no idea what I'm going to name this one. I've been thinking about it. Haven't landed on anything yet, but we gotta come up with something here at some point, cause can't just be out here nameless. I wonder if this thing is. We got 3 bolts for these holes. I wonder if they gotta be lined up a certain way. Because right now it looks like one will thread and the others just kind of laugh at you. Alright, let's see here. What are we looking at? It should be, but I don't know. What do I know? I'm just a stupid mechanic. Let's try that. If this don't work, we just gonna turn it till we get it. Let's see what we're looking at here. Maybe. I think we might have a winter. And a winter chicken dinner. Alright, so those 3 bolts go there. I'm gonna tighten those down. I might just bring the truck around here and let it, just at least see what kind of, if I can get some power to it. Because I really meant to bring that jump box and I messed that up. That's probably what I'm going to end up doing. But let's put this back together first. They say this goes this way. Where is your... That, I believe that is... It goes under here. Right. And that goes on top of there. Okay. And then we're going to put that goes up to there. So I need, now I need tools for the tensioner. Alright, got us some tools. And let's see what we get here. 13 as I thought. Let's see. Put this belt back on here. Probably gonna get a new belt tensioner because that was extremely easy. Now I don't know if it's supposed to be that damn easy or what, but it was scarily easy to put back, to move or whatever. All right, I don't know where that bolt is. Let's get us a gun. Well, maybe I should. I'm not doing that. Let's get us a gun. All right. Gun acquired. Let's put these back in. What size is that? These are probably supposed to be standard. I did not bring my standard sockets. I just bought some stuff just to get the party going here. So So let's put that on. A little bit at a time. Move it around so it seats how it's supposed to. Alright, that's seated. Good. Okay. And now for water pump bolts. Oh, the 14s? Oh shit. I would have bet $1 that those was 13s. Shit all over the place. Alright. Deal. I don't think you gotta cross tighten these. I just do it on force of habit. Alright. So all the bolts that we see in here are back on. I'm gonna move these to their respective lines. And see what's going on with that. Plug this back in. That's for that, which I don't have back on yet. Alright, we got the little pieces done. Let us jack this up, and I'm gonna go under and inspect and see what we got going on. Old faithful here. Tell you what, AC Delco make a good jack. I'm probably not supposed to, but I leave this thing outside all the time, which I have a place to put it, but I'm lazy. So yeah, and even with that, this thing keeps on kicking. I've had this for, I couldn't tell you, maybe what's that? Dang, I don't know. About 7-8 years. So yeah, definitely a good jack. Now y'all bear with me. Don't judge me too harshly, cause I'm doing this on the ground. I ain't rich. I don't got no shop yet. One of them. Let's get under this bad boy. Hey, we off the ground. Look at that. Alright. Let me find some jack stands, just in case. Alright. I got it sitting on the jack stands. Got my trusty piece of cardboard here. It has been through the ringer with me for some years. I use this to do all my oil changes. Don't judge me. Anyway, we got that down. Let's lay down on this half wet ground and see what we got. All right. Just in case y'all thought I was lying, jack stands. Anyway, so it does have leaks, which I'm not surprised, you know. That I fully expected. Comes with the territory. I'm just making sure
this joker didn't throw a rod out the side, which is really hard to see under here. Probably should have took the wheels off. That probably would have been easier. Maybe. Just maybe. I don't know. Told me that there is a broken pipe. I don't know where it's broke at though. Somewhere. That there. This looks like a rusted hole in the floor. And that is, I believe that's right up under the passenger seat. Okay. Alright. My bad for the crazy angles and stuff. But I'm a little tight under here. Alright, let's look on this side. Let's see. Everything seems to be in one piece. I don't see no leaks indicating that there's a rod thrown out. Whatever that sensor is right there, we'll have to replace that. The seal behind that's probably shot. Shoot, it looks like actually from the top of this thing it's not that bad. Might do a oil pan gasket on it or something like that, because I can kind of see where that's leaking from. So we might do that. Other than that, under here looks fairly solid. We can do something about that floor pan. It's not a huge deal. It sucks that I gotta do it, but it's doable. So yeah. Right now that's what we're looking at on the underside. I'm gonna pull the truck around and let's put some power to this bad boy and see what we get. Now I'm just looking around at everything. It looks like, let's see if I can get a good shot of that. We'll say it looks like spark plugs have been done on this, from that anyway. Let's see, I can't really get past that one to get a good shot. It's behind that bolt. This other side here, I can't really see. I'll put y'all down in there. Put this camera in there and see if I can. Let's see what we get here. I don't see anything. Hard to see back there. A little dark. But maybe those have been changed. I think I got a flashlight around here somewhere. Maybe that'll help. Let's try that. Alright, let's focus there. Let's put some light. Yeah. It does look like they've changed the spark plugs in this, so that's good. I don't know. I wonder what could have caused this thing to stop running. Hopefully she talked to me. Problem. The fuck is the bolt for this? It was gonna be something missing. And of course it had to be important. I don't see the bolt for that. So we're gonna have to come up with something that fits. I got bolts, but personally I just prefer for it to be the right thing. So now I gotta fuck around and find a bolt that fits into this battery. Let's do that. Here's my box of bolts. I feel like most mechanics probably have something like this laying around. Didn't feel like carrying it over there, mainly because pretty old box. If this spills, I'm going to be upset picking up bolts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a couple bolts that might fit and hope for the best when I get back over there. So I do not know, to be completely honest. Yep, that's a different thread pitch. So we set those there. Let's see what we come up with. All right, we got the old girl hooked up here. Try to charge this battery a little bit, see what we get. I
rigged one. I found a bolt, something like that. It works. The power side is tight, so that's really all I'm worried about right now. But got that hooked up, got it charging. What else did I want to say? Oh yeah, couldn't find what I was looking for in my box of bolts, but definitely found what I was looking for in ye old trusty work bag. Got a bunch of bolts and nuts and washers and all that jazz down there. But yeah, found what I was looking for in there. So gonna let this charge up for a little bit and see what happens. See if I can get it to at least turn over to get something. I need some form of life. So yeah, we got that. Oh yeah, selling the engine from out of that. That's a 357 engine. I redid the whole top end. So that top end has new heads and all that comes with that, springs and valves and all that. And then intake manifold. I did all of that. Comes with a TH350 transmission if anybody looking for one. I had it in this 88 box right here. So yeah, $4,000 for the assembly. It's way more than 4,000 in it. I got about 10 grand in this entirety. Oh, that thing has a 3,000 stall torque converter in it as well. I got a whole parts list or something like that. But yeah, the whole thing, $4 grand. If you know somebody that's interested. But other than that, we back to this. Yeah. I'll be back as soon as we get a little charge on it. All right, now I got the charger hooked up to this thing. What do you call them? Charger cables. I done had it running for a little while, a charger for a little while. I am going to see if we have power firstly. Drop. Oh yeah. All right, cool. We got power, we got those lights and whatnot. All right, let's see what we're looking at here. I gotta get the key. That'd be great. That sounds strong. Whew. Well, it's up there in mileage, but it's to be expected. Shit, my truck got more miles than this here. Almost 200,000 more miles than this. We getting there. But I'm gonna set this back up and see if we got enough battery power for it to at least try and turn over. Right now we don't have enough power to turn it over in its entirety, but at least we know the engine's not locked up. That's a plus. I'm probably let it charge for a little bit more here because I'm gas too high to be doing it the old-fashioned way. But I was determined to at least see if it turns over, and then hopefully I don't have an issue with remembering to bring that damn jump box when it's time to. That shit like 40 minutes away, and I just don't feel like driving all the way over there to do it or to pick it up and then come back over here. I still gotta go to work tomorrow, so yeah, maybe tomorrow I'll remember to bring it and take her with it a little bit more after work. But I think that's gonna be it for the most part of the day. If this thing doesn't start up, if it does start up, then I'll start back recording. But if not, then you know, that's episode 1. We got a little bit done, got it up, got to look at it, check some stuff out, and see what we got going on. But this is gonna be fun. Little project that we got started here. 95 Caprice. It's about to be interesting to say the least.
Number hustle, yeah.
Mark Duke,
Petty G, hustle, number, trappers, number one.
that's all we know. Yeah, number hustlers, trappers, ballers, never rhyme.